So I'm gonna start videotaping this again so you can see it tonight too if you miss it. All right. So this is, I just downloaded Kyrie. Remember, the easiest way to open something up in GIMP is go to your folder that everybody should have made. Right? Is everybody making file folders? Don't make yourself go crazy and send yourself to the loony bin. Are you with me? Make yourself a folder and keep your stuff in a folder and know where it is. How hard is it to make a folder? Pretty easy, right? Right-click folder. Here you go. New folder. Done. Okay? So make folders. Keep yourself organized. Make things easier for yourself. Are you with me? That's what life's about. Life's about working smarter, not harder. Thank you. So don't work harder here. Don't open up GIMP. Just go to right-click on Kyrie and edit with GIMP. And let GIMP open it up. And here he comes. Okay? There's my man, Kyrie. My man! Kyrie might be the reason why we won the championships this year, not LB. But I'm sure LB was a huge part of that. But my man Kyrie came up strong. Okay, so here's Kyrie. Do we want Kyrie like this it is right now? Is this good? Do we want all those people in the background? No, we don't. So we got to cut Kyrie out and we got to add this alpha channel to it. So once again, I'll go over this one more time just in case you miss it. If your tools are not out, you're going to go to Windows, New Toolbox. And there's other ways of doing it, but this is a one-stop shop for me. Windows, Dockable Dialogues, Layers. You need to have these two tools out. Thumbs up if you have those two tools out. Thumbs up if you know how to get them out. Thumbs down if you don't know how to get them out, so I can show you how to do it again. Mark, watch. Just look up here. Your toolboxes are not up, right? Do you have toolboxes open? All right, so here's how I do it. Just watch, then do it later. Windows, New Toolbox. Windows, Dockable Dialogues, Layers. Or Control L, Control B. Okay? All right. So I gotta blow Kyrie up a little bit here. Okay? Now, this takes a little bit of skill. You need to work on this. You're gonna go and grab the lasso. Okay? Lassos are used to be used to like throw them around horses' necks and capture horses. Are you with me? Cows, horses. So we're gonna want to lasso my man Kyrie Irving. So I'm going to click on the lasso. I have to remember the first point where I started. And you have to go all the way around Kyrie and come all the way back to this very point. Everybody say first point. Okay? You have to connect to your first point. If you don't, it will keep selecting for infinitely. And you will never get this done. Are you with me? So, pick a place where you want to start. I like his shoe. So I'm going to start at his shoe, and I'm going to start clicking around his shoe. I just click all the way around. If you really want to be bold, I've tried it before. It's kind of hard. If you want to be bold, you could just hold your mouse button down and try to drag all the way around. But it's kind of hard to do. I think it's harder because if you make one little mistake, if you shake a little bit, it registers it. My man, Kyrie. What was his name when he did he was that old man in the commercials and he went out and scored buckets on people? What is it, Uncle Drew? Is that what it is? I always thought those were hilarious. So you start clicking around him. Okay? Does everybody see what I'm doing? This is actually the next lesson that we get to, which I'm glad we're doing it now because now we don't have to do it next lesson. And it should be, we need it earlier on in the course, so this is good. There's his Kyrie shoes. He's got his own shoes. And I go around, and do I have to come back to the first point? Yes. So I got to find that first. See how it goes yellow? Now watch. Everybody look up here. Stop what you're doing. Look up here. Do you see my lines right now, how it's solid? Watch what happens when I click on the yellow first dot. Do you see now how it goes dashed? That tells me, hey, you just came back to the first point and you are ready to do what you're going to do. So now, I want to get rid of everybody in the background. So I'm going to go select invert. So now I just selected everybody in the background and I want to go delete. What happened? Everybody went a bye-bye. Okay, so now once again, he has white socks on. So everybody see his white socks? I don't want to erase his white socks because it's going to look like he has no ankles. Are you with me on that? So I'm going to put in a funky color here. So I'm going to go get my paint can. I'm going to go get a funky color. And I'm going to hit OK. And now I'm going to start pouring it in. Now it's working. All right, now I got a good. So you see how I have a pink in there now? And now I can color pick the pink. Uh-oh, I'm sorry, I forgot a step. Okay, I'm going to right click on my Kyrie Irving logo over here on the layers tool. I'm going to add the alpha channel. I'm now going to color pick my pink and hit delete. And there he is. Okay. Now, what's the problem with Kyrie right now? Does anyone know logistically? Yeah. He has a basketball in his hand. That's correct. We don't want to have a basketball in his hand. All right. So, what can I do about that? I was going to say there's a problem with Kyrie because he's facing the wrong way. Okay, if you go back to my app, MIT, where's Stephen at? This is Steph Curry. So Steph Curry should be facing to the left. Let's go ahead and put Steph in there. Choose a file. Where's good old Steph at? Oh, there's Steph. But guess what? What did we not do to Steph? Yeah. So we didn't get rid of his background. So let's make him 80 by 50. Okay, there's Steph. So once again, that's the problem with Steph. Okay. So let's go look at Kyrie. Let's go see what Kyrie looks like. Upload, choose file. Can you turn the air down there, back there in the back, my singers, please? Down to about 70. Where's Kyrie at? Did we save Kyrie in here? Oh, there's Kyrie. So I didn't save Kyrie yet. So here we go. Let's go back to Kyrie. Kyrie's facing the wrong way. So we're going to have to go image, transform, flip horizontally. Okay? And now he's a right-handed player. But we all know that that's not true, right? Okay? So how do we get rid of the ball? Wow. Okay? What happens if we... Oh, wow. How do we get rid of the ball? That's a good question. So here's what I can do. I can color pick this. You go get your dropper, okay? And you can color pick that. And now I can take the ball and I can start. Okay, select, invert. Yeah, Chandler. Control Z. So if I blow this ball up, I could color it. Okay. Now here's another thing I could do. I could go get my paintbrush, right? Go get my paintbrush, and I could start painting the ball. And what I did is I did this little color dropper, and I picked the color of his uniform. Okay. And I can start taking this paintbrush. You could double click, and you can make it solid if you want. And now I can start coloring the ball out. You guys with me on that? You see what I'm doing? This is how you do Photoshop. You can put things in. You can take things out. You can doctor images. That's why you can't believe every image you see on the internet. Okay. Now let's do some fancy improvements here. I'm going to go over and highlight this little thing here. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it. Okay, and now I can give them a belt again. You guys see what I'm doing? You guys see what I'm doing? How I'm giving him a belt back? I just copied some of his belt. Now I'm giving him a belt back in there. Isn't that pretty cool? And when he's about this big on the page, guess what? You probably will never tell. Okay? All right. And then here's another thing you could do too. You could have done that with the jersey. You could have like selected some of this jersey right here. And you could have copied some of this jersey and paste it. No. So I need to anchor this. Okay. Control Z. If you make a mistake, just Control Z it. Okay. And now, if you want to anchor, just click on the image somewhere and you can anchor it. So I'm going to come over here and just copy some of this jersey over here. And I can copy it. And I can hit paste. I want that anchored, so then you can just drop it in there. Okay, so you want some of these segments over here. Copy it. Paste it. And you can just drag these in. And you can just keep pasting until you start filling in this jersey, okay? Until it looks like what you want it to look like. Ten minutes left. Now let's zoom out and see what it looks like. How's that look? Not too bad. He's going to be about this size on the court. Does he look okay? Yeah. Is anybody really going to know? Probably not. Okay. So now I do File, Export As. Everybody say Export. Do we save in GIMP? What do? Export. File export. I'm going to save Kyrie. Kyrie has to get saved as a .png. Everybody say PNG. Okay. You're going to export as a PNG. might have to hit this twice. Make sure the save color values from transparent pixels is off. Everybody say off. It's got to be off. Okay. Export that. Kyrie's in there. Let's go throw Kyrie in the game and see what he looks like. See how we did. Okay. Let's go back. Where am I? Here. Close this guy. Cancel this guy. Okay. So opponent should be Kyrie. Upload. Choose Kyrie. Let's see what. There he is. There's Kyrie in white, which will show up as a blank if I do it right. Wait for it. There he is. He's huge. So everybody says, Mr. Richter, I don't see him. He didn't go into the picture. Well, yeah, he is. He's over here somewhere. He's a monster. Okay? Look how big he is. So that happens all the time. So what you have to do is you got to change his height. I think we made Stephen 80 by 50. And that's what we made our basketball rim. So let's make him 80 by 50. There he is. Okay? And he's looking pretty good, folks. Can you guys tell that I did all that in Gimp? See how it makes you do it really slow? I don't know why it does that. It's real weird. Okay? Looks like the ball is pretty big. So I'm going to take this down to 20 by 20. And let's go work on Steph, because Steph is not right, is he? Do we want Steph like this in the shooting pose, or do we want Steph more in like a dribbling pose? So we might have to go to back to Google. And we could go Stephen Curry. And we want him dribbling to the right. We want full body dribbling to the right, don't we? So let's put Steph Curry from side. Why do we keep getting this girl to come up? Is that his wife or what? It's what? I don't see anything from the side. So I'm going to get out of here because that girl was all over here. Okay. And I'm just going to go back to the image that I had. I'll do this really quick again so you guys can see this video. In case you missed it before, right-click on Stephen Curry, edit with GIMP. Go back to GIMP, open him up. I'm going to right-click on him, add an alpha channel. I'm going to go get my color selector, or I'm sorry, my lasso. And I'm going to lasso around his shoes. You're going to have to just work on this skill. It is a skill, okay? And outlining his body. Okay, this is why I had to get mice. Trust me, this is a lot easier with mice than it is with your finger pad. So I go around his shoes, around his legs. And do you have to come back to the beginning point? Yes, you do. I got to go right back to there. I click, and now I hit select invert, and I hit delete. And now the only thing I don't like here is this around here. So what I'm going to do is start lassoing around here again. And this time I'm going to hit delete. Okay. So you can actually cut that out too. All right. And maybe I could go back in here and just kind of cut some of this stuff out too. Hit delete. Okay. Cut this off his arm. Hit delete. Okay. And there you go. So then you're going to go, Stefan, he's facing the right way. We're going to hit File, Export As. This is scurry.png. Save it, export it, export it. Okay, let's go back into our MIT app. And I want to get rid of this, so I'm going to get rid of this. This is how you hit delete in MIT. And then there's nothing there for Stefan. So now I can upload Stefan Curry. Go back and find him. There he is. Open. And there he is, okay? Okay, so now I have Stefan against Kyrie. I have basketball hoops, and I have a basketball, and we're ready to put in code tomorrow, okay? And make sure you guys go home and you finish up your GUI. So you got to spend some time on your GUI so we can put the code blocks in tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day. Thursday and Friday we start another app. Okay? If you're behind, you need to watch these videos and check them out and get caught up, work on your GUIs, work on your images, and rock and roll, okay? You guys with me on that? Happy coding. We'll see you.